Alright, so the Flames held a sod turning event today, basically kicking off construction and officializing everything for the new arena. We also got the name Scotia Place. This is going to be a short one. I'm just going to give you guys my thoughts and throw some general news and info your way about the arena. It's set to be ready for events, including the Flames, of course, for the start of the 2027-28 season. The capacity is going to be 18,400, which is a little bit less than it was in the Saddle Dome, but I'm assuming that's going to be in the form of like the nosebleed seats that were in the Dome, the press level, and the sport check zone for those of you who remember that from back in the day. I definitely thought they'd be a little more creative with the name to go from the Corral to the Saddle Dome to just Place, but that really is not a big deal. It does not matter. What does matter is the design here, which I actually really like. You've got the cool like fire ember motif going on at the top there. I've already seen some people on Twitter starting to nickname it the Cauldron. Overall, it just looks nice, modern, sleek. Basically the standard for what we've seen for most modern arenas these days. As mentioned by Denny Austin, apparently this area is going to be like a big outdoor bar, although I don't know how much use they're going to get out of it outdoors. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be covered for most of the hockey season, but I know a few people who would definitely drink cold ones in like -40 out there. It seems like the outside's going to have a market feel to it. All the tents on the perimeter there, and you can see Studio Bell in the background if you're Calgary, and that gives you a bit of a reference point of where this is going to be. Similar to Rogers Place at Edmonton and a few other places, there's going to be a community arena right beside it where the Flames are going to practice out of, and of course, as you're seeing here, minor hockey games will also be played out of. The inside looks quite similar to the inside of the Saddle Dome. Obviously, when you actually get in there, it's going to be different because it's a brand new arena compared to an old one, but especially like you look at the ceiling and the configuration of the arena, it just reminds me of the Saddle Dome, as I'm sure was somewhat intended here. The configuration for concerts also looks nice. Hopefully this means that outside of Stampede, big time artists will actually start coming to Calgary again. The Saddle Dome will indeed be demolished, which is a little sad if you grew up going to Flames games or even Hitmen or Roughnecks. You think of Calgary's cityscape and the Saddle Dome is like a staple of that. It's like the signature item. But hey, the team, the city, it was time for a new arena here. While it is sad to be saying goodbye to the Saddle Dome, it's warranted given its age and what we're getting in its place. We've got 3 more seasons to cherish the good old Dome. Hopefully the rebuild/reset that the Flames are doing now is going to bear fruit by the time the arena's ready. And by the time 2027 rolls around, they'll have a great team to put on the ice. Whether you're a fan of the Flames or just a hockey fan in general, give me your thoughts on Scotia Place and on the Saddle Dome too, why not? If you're new here, please consider subscribing, liking this video for more content like this. Thanks so much for watching. You're awesome.